What's up, aliens? Welcome to another dumb sports vlog. Thanks for watching. Let's get right into it. The Rangers are a bunch of bitches. The Texas Rangers, not the New York Rangers. I don't really care about the New York Rangers. The Texas Rangers are a bunch of bitches, man. Are you serious? You're mad at Fernando Tatis for swinging on a 3-0 count up 7-0? Now, this is the same Rangers team in August of 2007. Don't ask me how I remember that. I promise you I didn't look this up. They beat the Baltimore Orioles 30-3. 3-0. They did not stop. They did not let up. They beat the living shit out of the Orioles 30-7. This is 13 years ago. Probably no one on the team is still there from 13 years ago. This is the same team that cranked the Orioles 30-3. You're mad at Fernando Tatis for swinging at a strike on a 3-0 count up 7-0 or up 7 runs. Are you shitting me? First of all, don't give up 14 runs to the Padres. That's the first key right there. I mean, if you're getting smoked like that, you deserve anything that comes your way. All right, if you're getting smoked by the Padres, I'm an Angels fan. I sit there and get smoked all the time. You deserve that. Don't let up. Freaking embarrass them. Push their faces into the mud. Don't stop. This is baseball. Baseball, you can literally score 9 runs in the last inning and win a game. There's no clock. You don't run out a clock. You don't take knees. You don't do anything like that. Baseball, there could be 2 outs in the 9th inning. You could be down 10 runs, and that lead's not 100% safe. You're down 4 touchdowns in an NFL game with a minute left. That lead is safe. You won that game. All right? You run the clock out. Nothing they can do can win that game. But you're up 5 runs. So let's say 7 runs. You were up 7 runs. I think it was the 8th inning or something. You're up 7 runs in the 8th inning. That's not a safe lead in baseball. You can score, like the Rangers did, 30 runs on a team, given they weren't the same inning, but you can score that many runs and just run the table and win the game. No lead is safe, all right? The Rangers are a bunch of bitches. And then Fernando Tatis, amazing, stole third the next night, up a bunch of runs again. I mean, the Rangers, why are you getting smoked by the Padres? I mean, that's embarrassing enough in itself. They threw up Machado after that. They were so mad. It's like, bunch of bitches. The worst part was he apologized. He's a good dude, but he apologized. That's so messed up. And this is one of the faces of baseball right now. He's a young, I think it's his 2nd year in the league. He's electric. He's a great baseball player. He's fun to watch, especially on a team that has been dismal for so long. He's fun to watch. Right? He's gonna go somewhere else. He's not gonna be like Mike Trout and stick it out. And he's gonna go somewhere else. He's gonna play. But this is an electric young player who is leading the league in home runs and RBIs, I believe. And he's killing it. I mean, there were only 20 games in the season. He's killing it. I think he was on pace to hit 77. If the season was normal, he's on pace to hit 77 home runs, which would be a season record. I mean, it's amazing. Great start to the season. I mean, just Rangers are a bunch of bitches, man. Like, why? How can you live with yourself, like, just being that kind of a, it makes me cringe. All right, that's my baseball talk. We're moving on to basketball. Now, I wish that I was going to vlog like 3 days ago, right before the playoffs started, and I was going to kind of give playoff predictions, and I didn't because work's been crazy. Been working 13-hour days. No big deal. I work hard. Whatever. I was going to vlog before the playoffs started, and I was going to say this season's not like normal seasons. You look at the top 4 teams in the now, I was really looking at the West because the West has 2 really good teams that are the 7 and 8 seed. I was looking at the Lakers and the who the hell are they playing? I just thought about this. This is why I don't write stuff down. The Lakers are playing the freaking Blazers, playing Damian Lillard. I looked at that matchup and I was like, that's not a normal 1 versus 8. That's not the 8 bends over and takes it and it's a sweep or it's 4-1. Damian Lillard has been on a mission lately. That sucks that the Lakers had to play them because I could see them playing 1 or even 2 series down the road in a later playoff matchup. That's a tough beginning. And I wanted to say this. I wanted to say all this before the series started. I wanted to say the Lakers have a tough matchup. The Clippers have a tough matchup. And both of those guys are 1-1. What I didn't expect was the flipping Magic to come out and beat the Bucks the first game. But that's neither here nor there. Right, but I wanted to come out and say, I promise you, you can say hindsight's 20/20, but I promise you, I wanted to come out and say the Lakers this is not a pushover series, and they lost. They're tied 1-1. And then the Clippers are tied 1-1. They're playing the Mavs. They're playing Luka. They're playing Porzingis. Boban, probably one of my favorite players right now, just because the internet presence and the things people say about him on the internet. These were not easy matchups. The West was not easy. And then you got like the Nuggets and the Jazz playing each other. I mean, it's so random. The Blazers should be up there in the 4th spot just based on how good they are. Man, they shouldn't have taken these teams for granted. And it's like the first time in forever, I think 3 of the top 4 teams, well, let's say the 3 best teams in the league, like arguably the Lakers, Clippers, Bucks, all are down or tied 1-1 in their series, their opening series, playing the 8 seeds and the 7 seed. Now this is kind of unheard of, but man, I wanted to say this a couple days ago. I should have freaking vlogged. You probably don't even believe me. You're just like, whatever. He's talking out of his ass. But I mean, basketball playoffs are good. I mean, I've been watching games at work. You can watch games. They start at, was it 10:30? They start at 10:30 in the morning. So literally when I'm going on lunch at work. And then you can watch a game all day, all the way until like 9 p.m. or something like that. It's literally like 11 hours of basketball going on throughout the day. It's fantastic. You know, you look at scores. Anytime you look at your phone, there's scores on. This is going to be like that for 2 weeks. I think the whole first series, there's going to be games every day, all day. I mean, it's beautiful. And we get to enjoy it after not having sports for 6 months, however long it was. I don't even know. It could have been 3 years. I don't even freaking know. Football's among us. We would have been in week 1 of preseason already. It's Thursday night right now. There would have been a bunch of games on tonight. These training camp videos, I mean, with social media, I feel like every team has Hard Knocks where you don't see all the inside stuff, but you can see practices and live streaming. Especially with COVID, the Steelers are like live streaming their whole practice, and they're just always on a camera somewhere. But you need to see the clip on Twitter of Joe Burrow running for his life. Oh my gosh. They're running at, I saw a meme that was freaking perfect. It was Joe Burrow on Joe Exotic from Tiger King, and the tiger was chasing him, and he's like, God damn it, motherfucker. And it was Joe Burrow running from literally 7 of his own defenders. He's wearing a red or orange, he's wearing the quarterback shirt. He's got 7 black shirts just chasing him opposite throwing shoulder, so it would have been a hard throw. I mean, are you going to protect this guy? You just invested $23 million signing bonus, number 1 overall pick. You just dropped your franchise on this guy. You didn't even protect him in practice. You got him running for his life in practice. I mean, these rookie quarterbacks get blasted on Twitter and everything like that. This team is going to get blasted because they don't have a freaking line. They're going to face the Steelers, who led the league in sacks last year. They're going to face the Ravens, who always have a great defense and pass rush. You got the Browns, who have Myles Garrett as a top defensive end. Joe Burrow can be running for his life for at least the next 3 seasons because of the 0 offensive line that they have. Man, poor guy. At least he gets to go up to it. The Bengals have a solid defensive line. He gets to go up against them in practice, kind of test his skills. But protect your young quarterback, man. I mean, rookie quarterbacks always get these videos that come out every summer. It was Daniel Jones a couple of years ago. They had him throwing like a basic out route, and he like threw an interception. all these videos, and like, oh, training camp's going rough for these rookies. And you got Joe Burrow running from 7 of his own defensive linemen. Oh my gosh, football's back. We're like 26, 28 days away from football. I'm excited. That's my favorite sport. It's coming. That's all I got for sports. I'm gonna give you guys a list. I don't know if I was gonna do a list, but I'm just gonna do it off the top of my head. I didn't even write it down. I was thinking about it earlier. Just because I love listening to podcasts, I love listening to stand-up. So a lot of times I'll watch Netflix and listen to stand-up specials instead of like music or a podcast or anything. I'm gonna give you my top 5 comedians. This is just what I pull off of Netflix. So this is my top 5 of people that have Netflix specials that I watch. I know you watch specials on like HBO and Amazon now, I guess, and there's specials everywhere, but these are just people that specifically I pull from Netflix. Can I even say Netflix? If I put it on YouTube, are they gonna freaking sue me? My 20 viewers and my 18 subscribers. They get me for everything I got. Now I'm gonna give you my top 5 comedians. Number 5, Jim Jeffries. This guy's funny. He says the C word a lot. I'm not even gonna say it on here because I think it's just an ugly word. But Jim Jeffries, they say it a lot in Australia, that's why. Is he just freaking blurts it out. Every woman is a C word, and that's just like calling them the B word here. I mean, this dude's funny though. I mean, he's really funny. You gotta watch his stand-ups on Netflix. My number 4, Tom Segura, hilarious. I listen to 2 of his podcasts. He does a podcast with his wife, and he does a podcast with Burr, who's kind of funny. He's getting funnier. Still not as funny as his like friend group. He hangs out with all the guys like Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Ari Shafir. They all kind of hang out. They're like best friends. The Sober October guys. But Tom Segura is hilarious, and his sarcasm is so funny. And then he speaks like fluent Spanish, so he'll just drop some fluent Spanish sometimes, and just kills his act. And he does this weird thing in the microphone where he makes his voice all deep. It's just like 1 or 2 times a special. It's awesome. Watch Tom Segura. Number 3, Joe Rogan. This is a big one because everyone's like, oh, Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan Fear Factor, Joe Rogan UFC, Joe Rogan does it all, martial arts, all this stuff. But he's actually a really funny guy. His stand-ups are hilarious, first of all. He's sarcastic. He's got stories out the butt. I mean, with traveling with the UFC for like 20 plus years, he's just got so many stories about everything. And I'm not a drug guy or anything, but listening to him talk about weed like makes me want to go smoke weed. And I've never even smoked weed before. On God, I've never smoked weed before. And he makes me want to go out and like do mushrooms. Like the guy's, I mean, just the way he talks about drugs and he does his drugs is so funny. Number 2, Bill Burr. This dude has the Eastern United States attitude, sarcastic as hell, so funny. I mean, hilarious. Watch his stuff. He's got like 5 specials on Netflix. He's got something stupid on Netflix, 5 or 6 specials. That guy's awesome. All right, don't sleep on him. He's acting too. He's doing like all this random acting. He was in The Mandalorian, which was so random. He was in. He came out with a movie with the skinny kid, Pete Davidson, and I went back and I was like watching Breaking Bad, and he was in like season 1 of Breaking Bad. He was a security guard for Saul, the freaking the guy, the lawyer, the crooked lawyer. I mean, the guy's funny and he does a bunch of random stuff. Hilarious. My number 1 comedian that's doing stuff, putting stuff out on Netflix right now, Dave Chappelle. Hands down. This guy came out of nowhere, absolutely nowhere, and dropped like 5 Netflix specials within like a year and a half and just destroyed in all of them. He's so funny. Like, we all watched the Chappelle show as a kid, and that was funny. I never watched his stand-up until he came out with these new ones. And it made me want to go back and rewatch the Chappelle show and then start watching all his comedy from the past. But this guy, I mean, I'll wet my pants to this guy. Like, I feel like I'm close. If I needed to go to the bathroom, I could wet my pants watching Dave Chappelle. Hilarious. My wife loves him. Like, and that's like, it's hard to get her to sit down and watch comedy with me, but like, she will sit down and watch Dave Chappelle any time of the week. He's just my favorite, putting stuff out right now on Netflix. He's hilarious. I love comedy. I listen to a bunch of comedians. I started listening to small-time comedians. These are just my top 5. Tell me who I missed. You know, I'm open to comments and stuff like that. Tell me who I missed. Tell me who you like. Thanks for watching my vlog. You know, it's exactly that. It's another dumb sports vlog. Just thank you for supporting my hobby. I love goofing off and making videos of myself. Basketball's playoffs. Baseball's coming up on playoffs. Oh, I guess we're like a month away. I jumped the gun on that one. Sorry. No, we're what's that? What the freaking? Oh, hockey's in playoffs right now. I'm like, who the H is in playoffs? The hockey, the NHL is in playoffs right now. Basketball playoffs, baseball, football's coming. Everything's going on right now. It's great. Sports is good. It's back. It's all back. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for watching my stuff. Another dumb sports vlog. Yeah. Love always.